Hey, and we're back with another episode of Wake
Your Game Up. That was pretty solid, I felt like. That's a tough thing to nail, but we're getting it, y'all. We're almost to the season.
We hit it perfect every time.
But I like Bogart's version. Take it away, Bogey. What are we talking about this morning?
All right, so if you're here, wake your game up. You know, roll something up, get some coffee in you, whatever it is. Maybe some breakfast beers, breakfast of champs, whatever it is. Welcome wherever you're tuning in to us from as well. Whether it's the Heart to Star or the Guru Nation or the Neon Peacock or the Gen Wealth, welcome in. We're doing the NFC South, completing our division by division breakdown. You can definitely go back and check out all our Wake Your Game Ups, including we did one Playmakers where we did the AFC South. But yes, we are covering all 8 divisions, and we're on completion today.
Yeah, it is our last one, y'all. NFC South. I'm doing well. I'm glad to be back, man. I was sick all last week, so I'm glad to be back in the building, man.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, good to have you back, man. We missed you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We're at full force. And shout out to our man Neon Peacock, the proud sponsor of our show, neonpeacockmerch.com.
Kaka. Working on new designs as we speak. Shout out to Miles, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Check it out.
Yes, indeed.
Where you guys want to take it to?
Hell yeah. Y'all want to get the chat shouted out first?
Oh, yeah. That's more important.
You're right. Yeah, we got Josh up in here. Shout out to Josh.
That's the champ of my leagues, man. Shout out,
man.
Josh.
Hey, man. It's good to be the champ.
Minnesota, stand up, man.
Minnesota in the thing.
Antonio up in here. What up, bro?
What's up, twin?
What's up, Tony O?
Yes, sir.
My guy.
New Brees Hall design about to drop. That's music the kid is hears.
Hey, you definitely know I'll be probably getting 2 colors of that one.
I want one where it's Brees Hall and like there's like fire on the ground, like Back to the Future.
Yeah. Right? And we got Bakes in the house. What up, Bakes?
What up, Big Bakes?
What up?
Good morning, bro.
Top of the morning.
Yes, sir. Oh, here it is. Broadway Brees Hall design just went live on the shop.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Broadway Brees. I like that. Got to clear the way for Broadway Brees.
Yes, indeed. So
you think he's like Broadway Brees? Like he starts like singing Broadway joints when he's running.
Hey, New York. He's not far from Broadway. He's in New York.
Your name is, bro.
Brees Lightning. Oh, Brees Lightning.
Yeah, we didn't know he was musically talented as well.
He had to fall back on something after football, you know what I mean?
Right?
Broadway.
For real. Luckily
money
for
to be
us, he
made
doesn't
there,
have
too.
to fall back on something other than football. He's a damn good player.
Yeah, but I think he's going to be one of those running backs that makes it to that second contract.
I think for real, because he got the injury early too, you know what I mean? And like he's hella young. A lot of times, like them certain, especially with the way they be doing the ACLs nowadays, bro.
Yeah, they've improved him a lot. Now it's like
that last season, damn near got him a second contract.
For real, huh?
That's for
they drafted him in the first round as well. You're like, bug it.
And Tino, what up, Tino?
What up, twin?
Right. So yeah, NFC South today, y'all. You know, not the most exciting division, but we got to get it done. We're wrapping up our divisional breakdowns here on Wake Your Game Up. So, y'all ready to get this thing going, fellas?
Let's kick it off.
To the Dirty Birds.
Dirty Birds kicking it off. Lee, read us off our first burning question.
All right. Over under for crazy Kirk Cousins, 4,200 yards and 30 tugs.
Corky Kirk, take 2. Okay, 4,200 under over 4,200 passing yards, 30 passing tugs. What say you, kid? Give it to me. Pause.
Oh man, I've been out of the loop, y'all. I was just hearing that first pause of the day got me cracked up. But take it away, kid.
This morning when JD was like, "I'll be right behind you, big pause."
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to chime in on this?
I jump out.
Ahead, JD.
First, man, 100%, man. I'm gonna say that he goes under. You know, coming in, as what is this his 12th season in the league?
Yeah.
12, 13 season in the league. With
maybe his 9th as a starter.
with a little bit of familiarity with this type of offense, with fucking Raheem coming from McVay and bringing coordinators, and so
Zach Robinson
with that same type of style coming from Washington when Kirk was in Washington. So the learning period might not be too much of an adjustment of learning the playbook because he probably knows some of the shit.
Just came from Kevin O'Connell as well.
My thing is just coming off the Achilles injury, with him not being such a mobile quarterback and not having to rely on his legs. But when the rush is coming and you got to sidestep and step up or break the pocket a little bit and throw on the run, I just don't know if he's ready for that. And if maybe it might take maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks for him to get back into game shape, missing all those games last year. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say no, just based on of the health and might take him, maybe a half a season to really get his legs and the Achilles and all that shit ready to go. But yeah, I even though the offense is going to be nice and we predict the offense to be a high scoring offense, like I said, we gonna talk
a lot
about
in the run game.
The only person I want out this offense is Bijan. I do not want Kyle Pitts. I do not want motherfucking Drizzy Drake. We talked about that shit this whole off season. So yeah, I don't think he'll do it. And like I said, I only want Bijan, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. My take on this is that I wouldn't parlay this because I don't think he's gonna quite go over on both, but I do think he goes over on yards here because Corky Kirk last year before the injury, he was pacing for close to 5,000, maybe even over 5,000.
He's going over.
What a whole different personnel, though.
No, I get that, but he's got decent people here. London and Pitts aren't complete garbage, and he's got some like Darnell Mooney, and Bijan. Bijan can catch. Like it's one of those things where I think he hits the over on the passing yards. I think where he struggles to go over though is the 30 passing touchdowns. I think they're gonna run it in a lot when they're near the goal line, when you got Bijan and Algier. Plus, when you implement a new system, the red zone is the toughest thing to nail down because we all know how stingy defenses are near the goal line. So I'm going to say under on the 30 passing tugs.
He always had middle of the pack, or at least higher than middle of the pack when it came to his touchdown completion rating in the red zone. It's not the greatest, you know what I mean?
Right.
But he definitely bombs it away. You know what I mean? He's even back in Washington. He threatened 5,000 close to it a few times. So, and when you look back, what was his weaponry in and out the lineup? Jordan Reed, Pierre Garçon, so you know what I mean? He can make hay. It just sucks when you look at Drake London. You're like, God, come on! And I hate Drake. And then there's Drake London, right?
Freaking old boy, you a 69.
Oh, hey, Rafa, you're live.
Look at spit. Shout out to the Guru Nation.
Oh, yeah, I'll be bumping that Not Like Us for sure.
Thank God.
Oh, man. Shout out to K-Dot, man. Oh, yeah.
I like Kirk. Hard. Why do I like Kirk?
Tell us why.
Corky Kirk.
How many first-round linemen do the Atlanta Falcons have?
Got the best.
They got a good O-line. They got two of the highest paid O-linemen in the game.
3 first-rounders. They got 1 second-rounder, and their center is their big question mark. So if the center can hold up his position, then they're going to be okay not having that mobility from the quarterback. They're going to run the ball. They've got 2 backs that can they actually can bring Algier and make him a fullback.
I don't like it. Have that stricken from the record. Fullback. We'll allow it.
They could really fuck with the defense and hand it off to the fullback and allow Algier to get.
They could have Algier clear in the face, cutting the blade. You know what I mean? He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Just the threat of a 2-back system alone, when you bring both of them on the field, the mismatches that they do present.
Yeah, and the line is a solid weapon. I think Kirk could bring out the best in the passing options that they have. We have yet to kind of see the ceilings. I think we have a pretty good floor with Pitts, and then London. He's probably got a pretty good floor too. What the big question mark is what's their ceiling? Could he go? Could he
That's the next
crush the 4,200? Do I bank on it? No. Could I envision it? Yeah, I could definitely envision him crushing the 4,200. The big thing though is let's get the ball out quick. So
They did say they want to move really fast.
Yeah, the scheme is going to have to be based. That like the only time they're probably going to take a shot is when Darnell Mooney just gets open, and then if he's a first or second read, then yeah, uncork it and let Mooney eat. Yeah.
What about old Ray McDonald?
Oh yeah, because the dude's out now. Rondale Moore, he's out for the season. So Ray McLeod looks like he's going to be their number 3.
He's going to be their slot.
Yep. Although the thing with him, I mean, I think this, like the Rondale Moore injury, this opens up the door for Casey Washington.
Yeah,
the rookie. I think I got him stashed in a dynasty. I think I got him in the Gen Wealth dynasty.
I think you did.
Yeah, I like having him because I think by the second half of the season, I hate Pitts, to where I think Casey Washington, he might be their number 2 target over there. I mean, I think, I'm serious. I know that sounds crazy, but we've seen it. I mean, no one predicted the Pooks last year. And Bogey, you said this months ago. You were like Casey Washington because it's the same offense.
He kind of built as Casey Washington.
6'2", 1.
He's 5'11", 220 pounds.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, that's a stunning build. Yeah,
we like it.
Yeah, he's solid. Actually, he's 6'1", 6'1", 201.
There you go. That's what it is.
6'1", 201. Okay, so that's your prototype
in the house.
He's got the prototypical size of the modern NFL receiver.
Okay,
so that's why
we'll keep an eye on him.
Shout out Casey Washington. We'll have to be on the lookout for that name.
And him,
in deep leagues for sure.
90 is I'm mistaking Casey with Jordan Wigington. That's
the Rams guy.
Yeah, that's another guy I want to look out for.
He's 6'1". He's 6'1".
He's 6'1", 200. Yeah,
I shares him.
Yeah,
only one out of all my other dynasty leagues, Bogey. You got him in the 14, and you got him everywhere. Well, that's the only dynasty leagues that I don't have.
I have him 17 out of 19 because I was just
what I'm talking about.
Because I never have no picks.
But did you see what he did
after the draft?
You see what he did on Saturday though?
Yeah, he went crazy.
Oh, he went crazy.
Yeah, with Stetson Bennett.
That he got him the ball, bro.
Yeah,
that's the thing with that McVay offense. I mean, in the event, fantasy God forbid that something would happen to the Pooks and Cup, then guess who's up next? Jordan Whittington.
And what McVay was having him line up at was the fucking Cup role because he was playing in the slot, coming on the motion to block. Then he would come on the motion to run the route as well.
Oh my God, they got him blocking that. I love that.
Oh my mama, he was blocking.
Love him.
Sure, because you had Boston Scott. Boston Scott looked good, and then I think they got Zach Evans. I think Zach Evans played on Saturday as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I seen him blocking as well, though, bro.
He was a rook last year.
Yeah, Evans didn't do anything. He was the one when Kyren got hurt that we were hoping would do something, but they ended up having to go at who'd they have? Rolls Royce Freeman or some bum ass. They didn't end up there.
Ronnie Rivers.
But he got hurt too, though. I think
they brought in a single barrel Daryl Henderson. They brought him.
Oh yeah, they brought Daryl. Yeah, I think they brought in some bum ass veteran.
Fond memories of single barrel Daryl.
Yeah, he had his time, but he just you don't want that. We always want the flashy new toy. Yeah, I was just pulling up this box score here from that game. Yeah, they Boston Scott did pretty well, 15 for 68 on the ground. Zach Evans, boo-boo, bro, 12 for 28, 2.3 a carry. Blech. I don't think he's making the team.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, that Zach Evans could be a cut candidate. Unless he's way better on special teams than we actually realize, I don't really see a spot for him. They got with that Boston Scott addition, That's going to be hard as a running back to solidify your role.
Yeah, because they still got Riverboat Ronnie and then Blake Corum now. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think Evans makes the team. Oh, we got some news from Bakes here. Emmanuel Wilson is looking like Josh Jacobs' backup. after Marshawn Lloyd got hurt and AJ
How bad
Dillon
is
being
Marshawn Lloyd hurt?
Yeah, we got to confirm this, Bake, because I didn't hear anything about Marshawn Lloyd.
He did get hurt in that game.
Well, we know Dillon is.
This was the hamstring. Okay.
Oh no,
okay.
The dreaded
hamstring. Yep, hamstring. Okay, he's not practicing today. What you've heard? Did you hear about that, Lee? You're the ear to the street.
No, I haven't heard anything. I would be on top of that right away.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you like this: the day that the draft ended in the homies league, me and a shout out to the Icon fella. Icon got him on his bench, and he tried to get Algier from him when he was doing the trade for with Plugger on my mommy, and he was trying to send me Marshawn Lloyd. No go.
Yeah,
he was. He got.
I think the thing with this Marshawn Lloyd's been dealing with this for a few days. That's actually old news. I'm pretty sure.
It is old news.
Last week. We ended that
I called him Emmanuel Lewis.
Trade within like a day or two after the draft was over with, and bro was hurt. I wasn't accepting that shit.
Right. Yeah, I think, bro, he just got to take his time, just like the Jahmyr Gibbs news. For those that aren't aware yet, Jahmyr Gibbs hurt his hamstring yesterday, and from what Peacock's saying, from just going from experience, as a former athlete saying that he thinks he'll be out at least the next month, so that kind of puts his week 1 availability in question. I would think he'd go, but might be a little limited to start the year. So Monty Burns, I'd say slight stock up. Jahmyr Gibbs, slight stock down. I'd probably put, at this point, Saquon and JT over Gibbs in my rankings. I had moved Gibbs to 4, but after this news, I'm like, I think I'm going to drop him a little bit.
That shit hurts, bro. That was one of my back-end pause targets, bro, 100%.
Yeah, and like Emmanuel Willis Lewis. I mean,
is that Webster?
Yeah,
Emmanuel Willis Lewis.
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis Lewis? So I mean, he's probably gonna beat out AJ Dillon because AJ Dillon ain't really handling like that. But this news makes me really happy to have all the Josh Jacobs that I have, because that just means they're gonna feed him all of it, bruh.
Yep, and he's on the contract year. They're gonna run him into the ground. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to the next topic as far as the Falcons. What's the ceiling for Pitts, London, and Bijan now that they've got Kirko Chains at QB?
I'm gonna give them a thou each as a floor.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a thou wow. Oh gosh,
that's good. I'm gonna give Pitts a thou. I mean, it's
I hate Pitts, but I mean, he could definitely step up.
I think Pitts is a thou wow. I think London is a fucking struggling thou wow.
And I think London's better than that. I'll give London 1,200 easy.
Kirk Cousins over on the 4,200, and you think that Pitts?
I had him on the under. I had him at 4,000.
He's only going to nearly 1,000, which I don't think Pitts is going to get 1,000 for sure. Like I said, I'm not on these hype trains, so that's why I took the under, because I don't see or at least 2,500 between Drake and Kyle Pitts, and then you're gonna have to get another 2,500 from 4 other players, and I just don't see it on.
I think Bijan can give him about 600-700 receiving yards on top of his 1,100-1,200 on the ground. Like I think Bijan, if he stays,
he's gonna get a lot of receiving.
Bijan is 1,000 and 1,000 in his second year.
Go.
Yeah, he could be, and I also think Casey Washington and Darnell Mooney could get some to push Kirko Chains over. Yeah, Mooney Tunes, bro. He might get 600-700, and then Casey Washington could break out. I think there is a path, even if Pitts doesn't hit for 1,000. I still think, but we're talking ceiling here, right? So I'll admit that Pitts' ceiling is like, I'll give him 1,100. I think if things break right, he could get 1,100. I hate to say it because I don't like Pitts, but I got to put my biases to the side. So
and Corky Kirk, when he was on, when he had a healthy Dalvin Cook over there.
What up, Chris B?
What up, Pops?
Pops.
When we had a healthy Dalvin Cook with Kirk Cousins, he was routinely a 4,000-yard passer. It wasn't until he got with Kevin O'Connor when he started going, yay, you know what I mean? So, I mean, just to be realistic with what JD pointed out coming off the injury, I think he's a lock for like close to 4,200 passing. So my ceiling for these guys ain't going to be that. I'm going to give the most to Bijan. Like I think his contribution in the passing game is going to have. I mean, we need that. We're drafting Bijan as the third running back overall, or a second, third in most instances, right? So
yeah, we need Bijan to hit for him to 1,800 yards from scrimmage. Ideally, 2,000. Wow.
Let's go. Give it to me.
You know, JD said 1,000, bro. But I mean, I think more realistically, it's probably like 1,300 on the ground, 700 receiving, and boom, there's your 2,000. 2,000.
Well, you know that. So by y'all saying that, y'all, you know, because I'm team Bijan over Brees, and with y'all saying that, you know that. You know, 100%.
Brees might hit for 2,200 or some shit, bro. Brees is gonna go yay this year. Brees is now my RB1. I moved him up over.
He was RB2. He was RB2 overall last year, being unlimited to start the year and on the 28th overall ranked offense. So they're gonna be better with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, and but I like this talk right here though, because that means like we're gonna get Brees if he's the guy that could shoot to number 1 or 2 overall at the position. Getting him 3 overall is a value. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, those 3 are interchangeable.
That draft I just did on Saturday, I took Bijan 4th overall.
Nice.
Okay. And CD slid to 6 or 7 just based on him not being at camp.
Wow.
So now
come on, man.
I would have been at that 4 ball going crazy with CD.
Tyreek went 2nd. I forgot who went 3rd. Oh, it might have been Brees. Brees went 3rd, and then I jumped on Bijan at 4th. Pause. 100%. So as of right now, and you know it's still early, but I did this draft. CD either slipped to 6 or 7.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
And shout out to the good people at the River Sky River Casino.
Shout out to my dogs. It's the
Sky
Figure.
River Casino. Give me money.
The name of the league is the Figure. Shout out to all my league members in the Figures.
Yeah, man. The
100%
big Figures
on Saturday, or Sunday, fellas.
That's what's
up.
up.
Big up to all the homies in the Fig.
Any other Falcons ceiling thoughts?
Yeah, I've got Bijan. Maybe like the Wow is the ceiling for the reception yardage. Pitts in London. I'm gonna go against the grain in this conversation. I think Pitts could finish tight end number 1 overall.
Okay, ceiling.
Got it.
And then with London, I don't know if he's the game breaker that like a JJ is, but he's serviceable in the WR1 role. So we know that he's the wide receiver 1 on this team. And me personally, if I'm gonna go ahead and bank on Kirk getting the 4,200, then I have to imagine him having a 1,400, like an Ayuk type of season. What we got out of Ayuk last year,
75,
maybe
80
like
catches.
75. He might not be 100, 110 reception kid, but he might be like 75, 80 with like 1,400, 1,500. And then
it's gonna happen on someone else's roster though, because I don't have any Drake.
With
Pitts, he goes too high. 2nd round, I'm out.
Yeah.
It depends on how it depends on if he's out there as often as I want him to be. But if he's out there in every formation lined up to catch a pass, then he's going to be heavily targeted because he's a mismatch. He like when you put a linebacker on Kyle Pitts,
out for the year?
The linebacker is going to get out athleticized, right? Like,
it's for sure.
And then if you put a defensive back against Kyle Pitts, the size disadvantage is like
he's
crazy.
a 6'3" or 6'4"?
He's 6'6".
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
Pitts. I mean, we've been the problem with Pitts for me is that it's like we know he's a physical specimen. That's why he was the 4th overall pick or whatever.
Generational talent.
Hold on,
he's a mismatch either way. I mean, no one can argue that. It's just the thing I argue is that he's just not really lived up to it. He's not really playing
Look what
up
he's
to
had
his
to work
potential.
with.
So
He's
we'll
had
see if
Desmond
Corky
Ridder
Kirk.
and Tyler Henneke. You
Well,
know, it's like,
and
Don't disrespect Heineken.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
in Kyle
He
Pitts'
won a Super Bowl with Taylor
defense,
Heineke.
his rookie season, he did hit for 1K though. He was the first.
yeah, he's
wasn't he the first?
6'6".
And he
He's
was, it was
towering
poor
over
on a
every
per
single
game basis.
defensive back in the NFL. And then there's no linebacker, maybe less than a handful of linebackers that can physically match
Levante David.
Well, I don't
thing
even,
with Pitts,
I've
man,
never
another
played in
thing
the
with him,
NFL, and I
trolling.
wouldn't
I'm
even
just
he's
say
trolling.
got to
I don't
show.
cut down
He's
Kelsey.
got to show he can handle these NFL defensive players because that's been his biggest issue. Really, is health. Like he's got to be able to be healthy and stay on the field and be 100% because he's been constantly getting
touchdowns
beat up.
is where
But see, that's
they're gonna have to score touchdowns, right? And when they're in the end zone, and you got a guy like that, you got to target him in the end zone. The touchdowns is gonna skyrocket his value in fantasy, and then I think that he's still gonna be able to get those chunky plays, and then in those situations where he gets like 8 to 10 catches a game, all of a sudden you're looking at like a fantasy tight end number 1. Like when you add all that's my ceiling, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, that's fair. I'm not really denying that he's got a high ceiling. I know this. I mean, just look at the way he's built. The thing that I have a problem with is that in fantasy, because everyone knows, and I've got the same problem with Brock Bowers, is that because they're such physical freaks, people be drafting them at their ceilings because like, oh my God, he's 6'6". Holy shit, he's a matchup nightmare. I understand all that, but you got to show it to me statistically. Travis Kelce, year after year, turning in the statistics,
not too shabby of a
elite
rookie season.
statistics. And I mean, I get that. I'm just saying, as far as if I'm paying this ridiculous price for this dude,
I think he's as cheap as he's ever been. By the way,
not in the mocks I've been doing, and these are sharp players that I mock with. Then because they know this about Pitts, they know he's a physical specimen, they know he's got Kirk now, but I'm just to the point with it. Like, look, he's got to stay healthy and show me. I mean, he's a great physical player. I mean, like kid, you talk about Christian Watson, how you're out on Christian Watson. I mean, he's a great physical talent, but he's been unable to stay healthy. Exactly. That's my thing with Pitts. He's got to show me.
In Pitts' defense, it was only in 2022 where he got hurt. His rookie season, he played 17 games. Last year, he played 17 games. In his rookie year, he did hit for 1,000 yards. It's just he didn't score no TDs. He only had 1 TD, and in his 3-year career, only has 6 TDs combined.
Yeah, I want that TD total to go up. I mean, you got to target him in the end zone. And that might be more of a offensive scheme.
Yeah, he ended up pulling up. Yep. I'll have to show the comment when Bogart comes back. But yeah, the touchdowns got to go up. I'm just to the point to where, like, all right, I understand it. I acknowledge it. I'm not going to be a denier as far as that. Yeah, Pitts has the ceiling. The path is there, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm cool with being wrong when it comes to Pitts. I'd rather just wait a couple rounds and get a Ferguson. And if I'm wrong about Pitts, if he ends up the number 1 tight end, well, I'll admit I'm wrong. I'll just leave it at that. I'm just not getting screwed by him. I'm not going to risk being screwed by him for a 3rd year in a row. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Well, I hear that. I like Pitts though at the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're gonna have a career year out of Kirk, we need all these guys contributing.
All these guys.
Yeah, I finally come around. I was shitting on Drake London, but I finally come around to admit that, yeah, I mean, in this offense, like he's going to have a huge career year. I mean, he's going to hit for at least 1,200.
Fast, you know? Like,
yeah, I think his ceiling, Drake London's ceiling's like 1,600 yards.
He's a fast freak, right? Like, faster than probably I can't. You'd have to test me on a tight end that would be faster than Kyle Pitts on 40.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Well, that's why he's such a high pick. I mean, they had never seen anything else like him
Who
coming
wins
out
in
of
a fight,
college.
Kyle Pitts or Brock Bowers?
Oh, Brock Bowers, bro. Brock Bowers is like
Yeah.
burly motherfucker. He's like built like Gronk, bro.
He's not as burly as Mayer. In fact, when Mayer
Mayer
and
is
Bowers
solid.
were both in college, they were considered
All right,
the
tag
top
team
two,
matchup.
the consensus top two tight ends in
Triple
all of
threat
college
match,
football.
actually.
Now the Raiders have both of them. That's pretty wild. I think Mayer
Yeah, I
can
wish
have.
they didn't have both of them. That's aggravating.
I know. Let's kill
Yeah,
them.
That
Mayer
kills
could
Mayer
have
because Bowers is a superior
the edge.
receiver. Mayer is now
Right.
the guy that's gonna. I mean, he's good for real life because he's all around tight end, but for fantasy, I mean, Mayer he ain't gonna be enough to go around for him.
Well, if he was on another team, I think we would be like
Shout out
visualizing
to his dad, John Mayer.
To go.
the chunk. Yeah.
Uh,
All right, let's go on to the next team, man.
Yeah. Let's get to who that? Yeah, because I guess who
Okay.
pulled up Bogey.
Who pulled that?
Pops.
Oh,
Yep.
man,
Yeah. Where's his
Pops.
comment?
Hey,
Look at that, Pops.
Pops.
There he is. Yeah, he
Yeah,
said, "What's
babe.
up, Bogard?" Guru's dad
Hey,
checking
Guru
in.
Senior right there, big
Yeah.
Guru Senior.
Yeah, we about to talk about the Saints here. Yeah, Jerry Bragshaw had a comment saying Brock is going right around Njoku. I like him more than Njoku. Not in redraft, but we'll just have to agree to disagree on that.
I there is a case to be made that it goes Adams and then Brock in the target market share, but it just depends who's the QB. Because
It's just like the
if
QB
it's
is
Aiden
probably gonna be
O'Connell, he's gonna
musical
check it down
chairs.
to the running back and to the tight end a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the problem with
Gardner
that,
Minshew want to go down the field.
I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be like for a few games it's O'Connell, then Minshew for a few games. It's gonna be musical chairs. I don't like
I
it.
think if you are someone who's depending on a Brock Bowers, it's probably all bad because then it's going to be matchup based, in my opinion. I mean,
I agree. Don't take Brock Bowers.
And then here's the same thing I was saying about Laporta last year. That's why I'm trying to be hesitant on what I say.
Thing with Laporta last year, Laporta was so cheap. Brock Bowers, people are paying premium
dearly, yeah.
prices
Raider
for
fans,
him.
what's wrong
Where
with you?
Laporta, bro, like you could get Laporta so dirt cheap last year. Like,
And Jacoby Myers
So-
has never been a scrub for any fantasy football season. I mean, like,
That's a
don't
good
discount his value.
Yeah, no fact.
My baloney
He's
has the
still
first
a
name.
guy over there.
he's one of those thrift store guys. You can get him in like the 13th, 14th round. Thrifty
And
bargain
that's back
plays,
to
bro.
wide receiver capability because he did it last year.
Yep. 100%. All right,
been
Saints
doing it.
talk, y'all.
Yep.
Okay.
Chris Olave. Is this Chris Olave's true third year breakout? He's had first 2 years pretty solid, but not quite a WR1. Is this the year, though, where he firmly entrenches himself as a clear-cut WR1?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I'm
scheme
gonna-
wise,
I like your version.
Because I believe in the Clint Kubiak system because his system is a makeshift version of his pappy, Gary Kubiak, and his old
Pappy,
pal
yeah.
Kyle Shanahan. And then they all come from the mighty Mike Shanahan from up top. And this is the closest you can get to the coaching tree. You know what I mean? It's not a branch off of a branch. Like he's a guy. Stefanski is a product of Gary Kubiak.
Yes.
Like so when you see Stefanski do his thing, he even had Clint Kubiak underneath him. Pause for a second there. Clint, we were just talking about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had a career year with Clint Kubiak there as the OC. Or was he the OC or the QB coach? 2022. Either way.
I think he was OC, but
Yeah,
O'Connell is calling the plays. But yeah, he was OC, I think.
And that's a big deal because I mean, whether he wasn't calling the plays or not, and he will be now. And he just spent his last year under one of the better play callers in the league, Kyle Shanahan. Their number one is going to be a guy. Maybe we're going to have to bank on efficiency here.
Yeah.
Because this offense
He'll get volume too.
That's my point right there, Bogey, is the efficiency. He had 138 targets last year and 87 receptions. That's that's a lot of empty targets.
What's
right
that? That's
there.
like 60. What
Also
is that?
a point to where it's a new offense. Last year he was fourth at the position in with 32 deep targets. So if we're talking about efficiency and we got a new offense, the way to get a little bit more efficient is not to keep sending him deep.
It's running the ball.
Connect with in the short and intermediate route. So
Right.
there you
Yeah.
go.
I think he'll do that. Shahid's gonna be the deep guy. Olave is gonna get more to
Yeah,
short
I think he
intermediate.
led the league in ADOT last year.
Right.
Like 20 yards or something like that.
Kubiak's offense is gonna be more quick motion, quick hit.
And if that's what it is, then I would jump on that train. It's just that if we're tying Derek Carr to him, and if Derek Carr is not being able to be efficient like that and to get them empty targets to be more quality targets, then I don't see it happening. You know,
and that was with Derek Carr's last year. Those numbers.
100%. That's
Derek Carr
Spencer
is a
Rattler,
deep
bro.
throw. Yeah,
Don't sleep on Spencer Rattler. He led us
Spencer
back
Rattler,
in
bro.
the fourth quarter. Yeah, well, yeah, let's wait for my guru rant. I'm about to kill Derek Carr.
Come on,
I'm
man,
talking about
that's
Spencer
third stringers.
Rattler, bro. The Rattler snake.
Oh yeah, they called him the Rattler Snake now. Yeah.
Oh, is it? I thought I made that up. That's hard.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll get my Olave take in here. It's all them things where, I think he'll have his breakout. But yeah, I'll admit the offense still isn't where it needs to be. So I don't think he'll get to top 5, but I think he'll break out enough to where he'll definitely have a career best year.
Yeah, best year, I think.
Yeah, top 10. I think. Yeah, back end though. Yeah, exactly. Because the last 2 years,
why not? You got Rashid, you got AT, you got the Camara, you've got Kendre. What's your line like?
Healthy,
is it
in
really
our line?
good?
I was about to say no. Our line is not very good. We've got two gaping holes in our line. Gaping holes.
There.
Left guard is a train wreck.
And
right tackle is a train wreck.
Yeah, that's your problem. I don't think it's the playmakers. I think it must be the line that holds you guys back.
No, it really is.
You're in that division that could easily be still if Tampa Bay doesn't ball out, then everybody is a candidate to win this division.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, it's a division gonna be wide open.
Carolina ain't doing nothing for no division title this year.
Hell no.
No,
right. I don't think so.
It's the three.
It's a 3-horse race in this division for sure.
I got a hot take for no reason now. When we get to Carolina.
All right. You ready for my rant? You ready for this rant?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Enter Guru rant.
Hey, make sure you put yourself on a solo camera.
And you better be good because Derek Carr has won me a few different championships.
All right.
So Spencer, let me ask you something.
He never been good, but
Thoughts on Derek
good
Carr?
enough.
You want to hear my thoughts on Derek Carr? All right, let's get it.
What's your thoughts on Derek Carr?
All right, y'all. I'm putting myself on the spot here because I just want to get my thoughts real quick. I'll keep it in a minute on Derek Carr. The problem I have with Derek Carr is that I was expecting it to be. I mean, I'm not expecting you to do the whole new year, new me bullshit. I mean, you don't have to come in looking completely different. I'm not expecting you to change your haircut, change your whole appearance and everything, but I would like a little better attitude and mindset. And this is the thing that really pissed me off in Derek Carr's first interview. He's already making excuses. For the first drive didn't go well. Instead of just owning that fact that it didn't go well, we'll work on it next. He's like, oh, that didn't matter. Oh, we didn't show anything. Oh, that's not it. You know, we're just we're doing it all behind the scenes. That's what you saw there. That meant nothing. You know, that was nothing. You know, and then she asked, like, well, what about this thing? You know, she was asking about different places. Oh, no, man. We keep all that behind the scenes. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's all. He's just such a, rambling goofball. I'm just sick of it. It's like, dude, just admit. Y'all are trying to implement a few things. They didn't work out. Next, we're going to improve it. Like, oh, my God. Like, you're not fooling anyone. No one is stupid enough to believe that what y'all are doing in preseason means nothing. Yeah, it's not the regular season. I get it. But, dude, stop making excuses for everything. You can't even own a preseason fuck up. Lord, I'm already aggravated because for the regular season, every time he messes up, it's gonna be the same shit as last year. The route. Oh man, he could have done. Oh, he could have, would have, should have. Shut the fuck up and own your mistakes. All right, ran over.
You know, I don't think White Jesus loves him like he thinks he does.
That was fucking metal. I loved it. That was metal as fuck.
I'm telling you,
Thank you. I
haven't heard a classic Guru rant in a minute. That was good. I think he went light on him.
Yeah, I could have gone more, but I was just like, oh my God. I'm just like, as soon as he started with that excuse shit, I was like, oh, I can't stand this guy. Like, just like I miss Drew Brees would always, even if he made the slightest little mistake, he'd own it and then correct it. This Derek Carr fella does not understand that concept.
I can't stand it. When can you get out of the contract?
Hey,
After this season, I think. So yeah.
In other words, it couldn't come sooner for you.
Yeah, I'm just tired of his
You
interviews, bro.
Get out.
you gotta, hey, we only embrace solutions, not excuses.
Exactly. That's why I'm so tired of it.
They say
Because
excuses like a beehole. Everyone has one.
Come on now.
It kind of reminds me of a beehole with mascara on it.
Oh God!
Shout out to Derek Carr.
Man,
Hey, look, man.
Make that
Derek Carr is. I'm actually, you know how I feel about system changes, and I'm that guy. And like, there's a reason why he's still in the league. It's Derek Carr. I mean, for what it's worth, he has got his former team into the playoffs twice. I mean, granted, the first time he got them in there, he didn't play because he broke his shit before that. But like, he is a guy that, and he's only been 2 games out the last couple years. 2 games.
yeah.
out.
Last year, I think he was just a game out. We almost snuck in.
So,
He
yeah.
finishes as a fantasy QB2, like across the board. Like if you play super flex leagues, that's pretty valuable. Just to count on Derek Carr being out there doing his thing. He's not gonna blow up the fucking scoreboard for you and win you a week. But he's not gonna give you those bust weeks and then get hurt and then not be there for like a stretch. You know, he finds his way to be valuable for our perspective, like fantasy wise. Like and he comes in the clutch at the end of the season all the time. It's crazy. Like if you have him on your team as a cute,
don't get him in the cold weather though.
Yeah, he plays in the dome, so that helps.
And if he's in cold weather, it's
he played in Oakland for all those years too. So like, that might be a real thing.
Yeah, let's see the Saints stretch schedule. I think we might have Green Bay at the end this year.
What was that, JD?
They play like 3 games in the motherfucking in the dome because you got Atlanta's dome too.
Yeah.
Here's his stretch. All right, the fantasy playoffs. He's got 2 of them are in the dome. He's got 2 really fantasy friendly matchups in the first fantasy playoffs week. He's got the Commandos in the dome. Then for the semis, though, he's at Green Bay. That's a nightmare. But then for the fantasy championship, he's in the dome against his former Raiders.
The Raiders get
the revenge game.
That's not going to be an easy game, I don't think.
Although at least he's in the dome, but yeah, it's one of them things where I'm not targeting Derek Carr because I think by that point Spencer Rattler might be the starter at that point. The Rattler Snake, yep.
That's true.
Hey, we got to give Derek Carr a little bit of props though because in that 2021 season he was damn near at 5,000. That's right, Crispy. You know what I mean?
He went that hard, 5,000 almost.
Yeah, he threw for 48.
Yeah, he never hit for 5,000, but he's hit for over 4,500 before, I believe. JD
it was 4,804 yards in 2021.
my
Whoa.
God, I slept on
Yeah,
that.
you're right. You're right. Damn, that's crazy.
That was the year that he got hurt before the playoffs started. I forgot the rookie's name
Oh,
from
that's
Michigan
right. He
State.
got
Was the
the
one that started when they was in
Oh yeah, that's when they played
Oh, yeah,
Burrow
yeah,
in the
yeah.
playoffs, right?
he broke his back or some old shit. He had a broken.
Yeah.
Somebody fucked him up, bro. Right before,
Hold on,
and he was damn
was
near
this-
like an MVP candidate. If I'm
that
not
was
looking,
2015.
bro.
That was the 2015.
Yeah, that was
season?
for the Texans playoff game,
2021.
and then he got hurt.
Oh,
Wait,
so
2021
So much
he
better than
played.
David
He
He
Carr.
played in 2021. You're thinking of the early one, JD, with
when he
early
broke
in
his
his
back.
career when he played the Texans.
Yeah.
Before the Texans playoff
That
game.
was when he broke the
2021
tibia.
he played in the playoffs. He actually did pretty good. Threw for 310, but burrowed, and then they outdid him slightly.
Well, remember there was that phantom whistle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was the whistle.
Oh, the NFL.
It was the Bengals that were driving. Then he throws a touchdown to Tyler Boyd, but right before he threw the ball, one of the referees blew the whistle. So everyone stopped except for Tyler Boyd. He catches a touchdown. He's like, yeah! And then they're all confused. And
Yeah,
then
they thought
the
they had
referee
blown
that
the
blew
whistle.
He's like, oh, nah, my bad. You know what I mean? And they fucking counted it.
Yep.
And it happened.
Yep. Let's before we move on from the Saints, let's talk some Saints sleepers, y'all. I got a few. Well, the first I'm gonna start with, and I know JD's with me on this, bro. Alvin Kamara is going so damn late in the redraft. Fourth round, bro. Like, this dude is a consensus first rounder the past 5 years. I'm not saying he'll be quite that good anymore, but he's not even 30 years old yet. He's still the lead back. He's still going to catch 80, 90 passes. This guy is getting hella disrespected in redraft. Give me AK all day, every day.
I gotta bring it up now. We might affect the ADP now. You know that?
Yeah, I think it's gonna
Alvin
start
Kamara
correcting
sucks.
itself. He's gonna be a third rounder, I would think, when it corrects itself. But he's still going in the fourth in a lot of these mocks. I mean, and in the Homies League, he went. I mean, it's just because there's so much young talent out there that people are intrigued by. But as far as the rest of the backfield, they had this dude that was getting work in the preseason that looked pretty interesting. He might make the team because they could use a fourth running back there. The dude, I can't think of the boy's name right now. Oh yeah, Jordan Mims. Jordan Mims was the boy.
He a little bit of work. Yeah,
he was getting some work there, and I was like, okay, he might
related
be
to
all
the
right.
Mims brothers.
The Mims brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvin Mims. And who was the other brother?
Yeah, 6 foot.
Denzel Mims, their brother.
Denzel Mims and Marvin Mims.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. The Mims brothers. They haven't really lived up to that. Maybe this Mims will actually be a guy.
His namesake is hurting him. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, he's putting pressure on Kendre Miller. I don't think they'll cut Kendre Miller, but
kind of fucked right now.
They might make it to where this Jordan Mims. It might be for the three healthy running backs. It might be AK, Jamali Mall, and Mims, and Kendre might be the inactive scratch.
Ooh.
No, not if he's healthy. An inactive or a healthy scratch.
Because he's not getting enough reps. I mean, even if he's healthy, if he hadn't been getting the reps, Dennis Allen said, like, if he ain't getting the reps, like, but yeah, talent wise, if he's healthy, he'll get it. But
he wins. He wins on talent alone.
We just don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised at all that Kendre comes back and then overseats the Jamal Williams RB2 position, and then to me. It's crazy how consistent every year when you look at running backs, the value of a running back decreases once they get to like that age 28, and once they're like 28, there are guys like Raheem Mostert and
the Dream,
and they kind of are like
mileage, though. And same thing with
unicorn. Running back though, but most running backs they start to decline heavily, quick. Like they trend down fast. And then Kendre, he's got the youth, he's got the
knee injury.
Yeah, he's
hamstring.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
Well, he's had Bogey's right. His rookie season, he was recovering from the injury that he sustained in college. But like, if he didn't have that injury in college, his draft stock would have been way higher because his talent is kind of like off the charts when it comes to young running backs. He's
I'm not
one
gonna
of the
argue
more
that.
elite
Miller is
young
really
running
good.
backs when healthy. And we kind of saw a little bit of it at the end of the season when he had like a good amount of health under his feet. And I still believe that Kendre Miller is a thing. I'm not going to push him off to the side and think that this Jordan Mims, who ran up against third and fourth string defenders, is going to overseat the Kendre Miller. I wouldn't.
Well, the
I
thing
would
with
hold on to
Mims
your Kendre
is-
Miller shares. Don't
Yeah.
sell them.
Yeah, I'm not saying to sell him, but just real quick, I wanted to point out Mims was the guy they brought in pretty early in the deal. The guy that ran against all the scrubs was James Robinson. Because people ask me, "Oh, James Robinson, is he a thing again?" Like,
Rob the mob.
hell nah. Like, he was in need against all the scrubs, bro. Yeah, he ain't making the team. But that's what I'm saying. Jordan Mims, like, I think he could maybe be something there. And then the other guy, the Jacob Cabody, he caught a couple passes.
Cabody.
Undrafted
what
free
a
agent.
Cabody.
Yep. So a few other sleepers.
Isn't that like a video game in PlayStation?
Crash
Probably.
Bandicoot.
I'm not sure.
A few other sleepers to keep an eye on here. Well, obviously we know about Shaheed. He's hella fast. But I mean, I don't really see him really being a sleeper. I feel like people know about him. The real sleeper, I mean, is A.T. Perry. Yeah. A.T. Perry's a sleeper to watch because he's someone that I think will be on the field in 3 wide sets. He seems to have good chemistry with all the QBs. He's just a guy that I think is going to be one of those sneaky guys that you can get basically for free. And I think he could have value because the rookies are both hurt. Bub Means was out. I don't see him doing much as a rookie. And then Mason Tipton, the camp darling, while I think he could make the team, we all know how that goes. Those camp darlings very rarely make an impact in the NFL. So give me A.T. Perry. And the tight end room's pretty ass. Joanna Man Johnson, though, should be back and might be a tight end too some weeks.
Yeah. There was a stretch last year that he was considered a tight end 1 in fantasy for like 5-6 weeks straight.
In the early season, yeah, he was. But...
Yeah, I mean, Kamara, I think he's just got, he does make business decisions sometimes, but I think he still is in it. Like, but sometimes he is a veteran player, you got to make those business decisions as far as like, you know, sometimes you just run out of bounds instead of making contact. Like,
yeah, if you have a shit line, dude, he probably already knows. With out in the huddle, he's like, "Oh, this shit ain't gonna work."
Yeah, making the business decisions.
That's why he averages at least 70 receptions his career.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Tampa Bay up next, and the big name there. Oh yeah, Peacock Shop.
Shout out our sponsor, NeonPeacockMerch.com. Check out all the fresh drip.
Check it out.
Designs, brand new.
We got fresh drops today.
Yeah. Let me pull this off.
Live drops.
Where's the joint? Here? 1 second. Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Famous facts. 2 new designs just dropped. Brees and Bijan. Olave on the way in a few minutes. Bet that up, bro. I'll have to get that Olave joint.
Pretty soon, you're gonna be able to wear your whole fantasy team.
Yeah, man, I got 16 shirts. 1 shirt for all my players.
Hell yeah. I
Oh,
need
right.
this guy to produce this week.
Yeah, RV in multiple leagues should just get all the shirts and you
I
can
just put
free
the shirt on.
shirt. Oh no, I need Bijan. Damn, I gotta change again. You change
I'll
shirts
do
like
it.
50 times during the fucking
That
Sunday.
would be me, bro. I'm that. I don't know if I've told y'all this, but like in my height of my superstitious fantasy days, I'd have like 8 pairs of socks. Wrong.
That's
That was-
crazy.
And then sometimes, like, say these socks were working, but then it stopped working. I change the socks, then those socks ain't working. Put those other socks back on. You know what I mean? That's how I used to get down.
That's funny.
Where do you hide them in your pillowcase? You're like,
Yeah, I just have them right next to me.
That's like some baseball shit. Baseball people
When I
be
say coaching,
super
I mean yelling at the
superstitious. Yep. All right, y'all. Mike Evans. Well, Mike Evans had another 1K yard season and tie the GOAT Jerry Rice's record of how many is it, Boogie? 11 consecutive.
I think that's the record. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Can he do it?
From 2014 to right now.
Yep.
I'm not betting against it.
Me
Been
neither.
seeing it every year for
I'm
10
going to hate
years.
on it, though.
Yeah, why would it stop now? I mean, he's still got Baker in there. I mean, the new OC might not be quite as good as Canales, but I mean, he's the guy that came from McVay, so I don't think the offense is just gonna all of a sudden completely fall. But I'll be real, I'm not a huge Baker fan, so I'm not gonna say Evans is a WR1. But I think this is the thing with Evans, he'll still manage to get it, even if he misses a couple games and he's sort of in like 950. Like he'll make sure to get 51 receiving yards to keep that fucking
or
streak alive.
250 in the final game to break that shit, right?
Yeah.
That was with Brady,
What
though,
was
bro.
it last year?
Yeah,
He
that
came in, he
was
like,
with
I gotta get
Brady.
200 plus. Here we go. Let's
It
do
was kind of crazy with Brady because when you look at life for Mike Evans before Brady, he was getting like what 160 plus targets, and he would have like fucking maybe 100. Like the efficiency was so poor, but the
Oh yeah, with infamous
Yeah.
Winston, yeah.
When you look at like his full seasons played, he was getting mad targets, but
Yeah,
like
no, he's only had 100 and he had 171 in 2016.
okay, yeah, because that was a full season.
2015, it was 148. Then other than that, it's been 139 and 18, 136 and 17.
So the efficiency started to kick in for sure with Brady, though. I'm sure.
Oh,
man.
100%,
Right. Yeah, because with Brady, he only had 109, 114, 127, but yet he still got his numbers.
Yeah.
For sure.
So now enter Baker Mayfield. He did
Yeah,
it
I mean, I guess Baker is not. Yeah, it could be worse, obviously. So I think it
love
could be.
Baker.
It could be Kyle Trask. So
Oh God, please.
He's only one letter off the word trash.
that's the only thing that makes me a little nervous. Is that like, man, if something would happen to Baker, like
Yeah, he's
Baker's not the healthiest either.
Kyle
because-
Trask is more like Kyle
That's why
Trask.
getting the ball out quick is important for this offense, and they did that last year.
Mhm.
Baker knows how to get the ball out quick, and with that run game, which will probably be the next topic. You know, if they can just keep that run game going, because he is this is probably downgrading him, but he's a play action quarterback. Because
Yeah.
you can say that about any quarterback. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and part of last year, even though Canales is gone, is that what they did was with Rashad White also having all those receptions, they used the short passing game as an extension as the run game. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That also helps. You know what I mean? And fucking Mike Evans had 13 TDs last year, bro.
Let's go. And a lot of them were big ones.
To get him the ball, bro.
A lot of them were big ones too. Like not just he's in the red zone, he's a giant guy. Like they were stretching the field with him because they trusted Baker to unleash. But
I'm a Baker fan. I think that he had a growing season last year, and that was his real breakout. I know he had that one
the rookie
season
year
with Cleveland where
the rookie year.
statistically he was low in QB1, but I think last year he kind of like showed me something different. And I like the idea of moving Godwin inside full time.
Yes.
Having Evans
With
outside.
the same coordinator that they had in the Rams with
They got
Baker
Bucky
a couple
Irving
years
who
ago.
catches passes too. Rashad White, he was second in the league in receptions for a running back.
Yeah.
The tight end, Cade Otton.
Not breaking news.
Well, we got
the
JD.
offensive line isn't too shabby, and the defense is
Hold on.
a real thing.
we got some
Wait,
breaking
hold
news
on,
here.
hold on. Yeah, we
they're
got-
gonna.
yeah.
Go ahead, JD. We got some breaking
It
news.
says JJ McCarthy gonna have knee surgery.
Oh my God! It's fucking Sam
Damn.
Darnold.
Yep, fucking Sam Darnold.
What happened to JJ? Was shredding.
Now my phone.
Yeah, he was doing really good.
He was shredding.
Damn it.
Okay? Surgery could also mean procedure. Maybe.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to pull the article.
Well,
They're gonna
the camera, right?
determine. They're gonna. It's gonna determine how much time. Like, well, that doesn't make
The
sense.
procedure could be like maybe they got to drain his knee. Maybe. It's
Although, yeah, I guess they don't really know yet what the
If it's
procedure
MCL,
is
he'll be back in the
exactly.
year.
Yeah, he had knee soreness. I'm reading the sleeper up there right here. He complained about knee soreness over the weekend and underwent an MRI on Monday night. So yeah, he's
But now he needs
Still
surgery.
determined, how much
yeah. So we don't know what kind of
Side
surgery
line.
it is yet. So yeah, we're gonna have to get determined what the time is.
Does
Yeah.
he have any
That's-
prior knee injuries? Because then it could be main. If he has prior knee injuries, even if it was years ago, I mean, look at Dak. He still deals with his ankle, right? Because you can get some swelling, and you would need to drain this motherfucker. That counts as a surgery. It just depends on who's saying it, right? Because some people are like, well, oh, it's a procedure, but most of the time they'll say it's a surgery because you're still cutting into that thing and draining that motherfucker. That's like the best case scenario. Because if it's like a real knee injury, like where he's some kind of ligament or shit, right? We're not gonna see him for about 3 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
the Sammy
ligament.
D show.
Yeah,
Oh my God, this sucks.
yeah, it does.
Sorry.
Sorry for you guys in Minnesota, man.
Yeah, it sucks for Dennis and Marty. Yeah.
Draft sharks
The
right
efficiency for Sam
They're
Darnold
trading
was
for
there,
Kirk
but
Cousins.
It didn't look like they were going to score very often if he was out there full time. Like, oh man,
They've spaced Sam.
yeah.
Yeah.
He can take shots.
Oh well. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll have more on McCarthy when we get an update here. Let's get this thing closed out
Wait,
here.
Kidda, finish your thoughts though, Kidda, on the Godwin thing. I like where you're going there.
Godwin. Okay, so yeah, I think he steps up and becomes he's gonna flip the script and
2 knee
he's gonna be
surgeries
the WR1
prior. Wow.
on that team.
Who?
McCarthy.
Oh yeah, okay, that's right.
He's had 2 knee surgeries.
Yeah,
Prior.
right. Okay,
That's
so
according to Bakes. He didn't cite a
Wow.
source, but
that's great news. That's great intel. Shout out to Bakes because, like I
But,
said, like
yeah.
it could be just some swelling, and we need to get some drainage here. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And that-
Then he
that's
might
not a
only
big
miss
deal.
it.
It'd be like
2
3-4 weeks.
Yeah, because he was expected to not start the year as the starter anyway. So
Right.
this might be nothing.
Trade for him
Yeah.
for the low. Lee, I'm out of Lee, bruh. You got him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Send him. All right. So, what's the next burning question?
Yeah, it's the Rashad White because I agree. I like this Godwin new role just to put a bow on the Godwin thing. But the Rashad White question. You want to read it, Lee? Or
Yeah, here we go on Rashad White. Does he replicate what he did in his second season in 2024?
third season?
Third
season.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Third season. Going to 24.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Lee. Does he replicate what he did in year 2, going into year 3? Yes. Huh. Someone take this.
Oh,
guy.
what he did. Okay, I get it now. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Does he replicate his year 2 production? Yeah, wordy schwordy. Yeah, it gets a little.
Yeah,
Where's
wordy.
Purdy? I like
this
that.
is one of my
But yeah, I
guys
think y'all get the point.
window. This is one of my draft targets right here in the in redraft season, and I'm looking at the numbers right now, and I don't know why I'm just realizing this, but him and C-Mac had the same amount of combined touches.
Wow.
He
The
had
efficiency was
207
real poor with him.
rushing attempts and
Yeah,
4 receptions. C-Mac had 272 rushing attempts and 67 receptions, but we know
Oh,
what
okay.
Mac did though 100%. So he had 330 combined touches last year, bro. He is the end all be all over there, bro.
I don't think I'm scared of Bucky
Are they-
Irving either.
I'm starting to get scared of Bucky Irving.
Are you?
I've been
Yeah.
I was more on the White train, but I think I'm starting to back off because I mean the facts are he was incredibly
the White train.
inefficient
That's funny,
last
'cause
year,
the White
and, he did a lot of fuck shit. But yeah, it's as far as Rashad though, it's like he's just very inefficient. So I'm just to the point to where I'm not completely off of him. If anything, I think he's a value at this point because now in drafts he's getting leapfrogged by A-Chain, James Cook. I mean, even Mixon, I'm starting to see go like people are just done with Rachaad White, and I'm not taking it that
Mixon
far.
going ahead of Rachaad White.
I've seen it before now. Yeah, I mean, it's like people
James
are just
Cook is going before Rachaad White.
I would do
kind of
that.
done with Rachaad White. So
I'm probably wrong if I do that. It's just because I like James Cook better than a Rachaad White. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
Rachaad
I mean, my
White is
take-
like new Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon
Yeah.
can get that same type of workload,
inefficiency.
same inefficiency.
Lots of
Yeah.
touches, but not
Thing.
very.
Volume
there's
his
nothing
way
there
to
for
a
it.
great finish.
Bucky,
Yeah, volume does translate. To
Yes.
Bucky, I
points.
think gets some of the receiving work from him. So do I think he's going to replicate what he did last year? No, because I don't think he's going to
No.
get the volume.
Me
But
too.
I do think he's going to be a value in drafts because he's going to get you can get him in like the 4th, and I still think he's going to put up solid RB2 numbers with RB1 upside.
Yeah, we're gonna see some explosive plays with Bucky Irving, and then that's gonna
Yep.
force the issue to allow an alternate. We'll consider him an alternate because I do believe that Rachaad White is the RB1 on that squad. But last year, Chase Edmonds, whoever else they had, they weren't a true alternate. They were like literal breather backs to kind of like just be there when we didn't want Rachaad White to get burned out. And now I think the team has Bucky Irving to kind of like complement roles. And if he balls out, you better believe they're gonna implement his talent. I like Bucky Irving as a runner, as a pass catcher. He doesn't have the 220, 230 pound build that Rachaad White has.
Yeah,
So
Rachaad
he might
White's
not be the
good.
true 3-down workhorse, but that's kind of like modern day NFL. We don't utilize
He's a
like
scout.
every
He's a
team doesn't
scout.
have a Breece Hall CMC back where you're gonna just throw him out there and let him eat. Like we gotta take the weight off the
Rachaad White was
shoulders
the
of
only
a
game he
Rachaad
found last
White
year.
and make sure that he don't touch the ball 330, 340 times like he did last year. And then maybe they'll be a little bit more successful. It just takes a little bit more success for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get into that NFC Championship game. Don't forget that. That was a fucking good-ass playoff squad.
Yeah,
and
they
if you
almost
have
did.
and if you have 2 running backs that can come into the game and produce, that's going to make your team stronger at the end of the year. You don't you can't underestimate the potency of that running game when you got that line and you got the ability to keep the defense honest, because you can't just stack the box because you got a Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and a tight end that can catch a fucking ball. Like Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that's a dead
Nate Otten.
that's a dead ass fucking good ass squad. Like I think they win this division again.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah, I like it. They want to feed one guy. That was the Cam Akers year.
Okay, here's the update.
He's got meniscus tear, yeah.
Meniscus tear, all right.
Okay.
4 to 6 weeks.
That's dead
3
ass
months?
fucking done
3,
for the
4 to
season,
6
bro. Meniscus? Nah.
No, it's
Not
like
gonna
3 or 4
happen.
months.
We got a Sam Darnold season.
Yep.
Damn. JJ's falling down.
They're
on
gonna
the
keep
draft boards
it.
on the
Yeah,
redraft.
they're gonna take it real easy with him. Yeah, I bet he doesn't see the field. He might see the field in the second half.
Okay, Sam
I
Darnold,
wouldn't rush
one of my
it.
favorite late round super flex redraft targets.
Oh God, him and Danny
Hawkinson,
Dumbass.
right? That's the guy that you're supposed to be targeting late round redraft. Fucking, I don't even know if you even care anymore.
Just tear.
That's
He got
tear.
bad-
Yeah, that's
he got
that's
bad
that's
knees,
that's
bro.
finito.
But
Yeah,
at least
so-
the meniscus is not the ACL, though. You feel me? That's
Yeah, but that's
so.
Yeah.
that's the kneecap area.
It is
So,
the-
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, though, he can.
So that's a
come
lot
back
of stress.
Here still, it's for probably, that would mean that
I
that
think
would
the
mean that
meniscus probably
Darnold
hurts.
is doing well.
It probably hurts. Like I've never torn my meniscus, but I can imagine it because they say when
I
you
have
get
a
shot in your
hernia. That
kneecap,
shit sucks.
remember, gangsters know you get shot in the kneecap. That shit hurts more than a motherfucker. Like that's what the meniscus is. Like you get fucking shot in your
going straight to the
fucking
muscle,
kneecap.
no.
Fuck that,
What do you
bro.
mean his
Like you're
kneecap?
probably out for the whole year. I don't know if you can deal with that pain.
I'm just saying the timetable on the recovery is like 4 months.
So we don't see him.
August, September, October, November, December. Is it you can play at the end, especially
would-
if they're
that would-
out of it.
But
He's
that would
fit to play in
entail
the fantasy playoffs if you have him.
that would entail they're so out of it that they're willing to bring him back to see, just to
Yeah,
get
to see what they got. Yeah, because they're
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
be
if
out of
some-
it,
if
bro.
some
They
reason
are
they're in
gonna
it,
be
he's
out
not
of
gonna
it.
see the
They
field.
are not gonna be able to hang with the Bears, Packers, and Lions. They will be out of it. Sorry,
Yeah,
Marty.
but
Sorry,
it's
Dennis. They
Sam
will
D.
be out of it. That is a fact, Jack.
White Sam.
Trash.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Any more thoughts on Rashad
JD,
White before we move on to the Panthers? I know
Yeah,
you like
well,
Rashad White, JD.
I got one more. I got one more stat on
All
my
right. All right.
Go ahead. Let's go.
top 7 in opportunity share. That is combined rushes and fucking receptions, bro, at his position. That ain't going nowhere, bro. 100%. He's
I'm
staying.
kind of with you on
Man
that.
hates Bucky Irvin.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with Bucky Irvin. It's just that I believe in Rashad White and what he brings to the table. 100%.
They
Do
are
you think his
gonna have
efficiency goes up then this year?
They are going to have a healthier
It
line
depends
this
on
year
what
on
the
paper.
offensive line play is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were banged up
Where
last
you
year.
you see the 3.9 yards per carry, 100%. But I mean, volume is king. He almost had 1,000 yards on the ground last year. You know what I mean? 100%. He was only like 88 yards from 1,000. 100%. So yeah, if the offensive line play is better, then the efficiency does go up. But yet, he finished as a top 5.
I like the hatred
PPR
right now
to-
because it pushes him
having
down.
the combined touches and bringing PPR value with what was it, 50 receptions, 500 yards, 400 yards. I could pull it up real fast.
I think he might got me to be a Rashad White guy actually because the more and more people
540.
worry
I'm a
about Bucky
Rashad White
Irvin-
guy at ADP. Shit, his ADP
Yeah,
is
ADP.
plummeted. He's
Yeah.
now like a
Oh.
4th round guy. He was like a 2nd, 3rd round, but now Pacheco shit's shot way up, and James Cook. Like,
I guess
no
it
one
depends
wants
on what
Rashad White anymore.
what receivers are available, but yeah.
I'll take Rashad at his price.
I'm
his
usually- if
previous
I could pop
price,
up
I was
with
like, I'm
Alvin
out.
Kamara,
But
Rashad Alvin Kamara somehow.
yeah, like
Actually,
if you take, let's say, you take like G Dub and the Pooks at the 1-2, and then
Yes.
you do the 3-12-4-1. You could get you might be able to get a
Ooh.
Rashad and a James Cook.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's right
Or
now
vice versa.
on best ball underdog drafts right now. He's going at the 6'3", and those are paid leagues right now. Even though it's best
Wow,
ball.
he is all lean.
Wait, White's fell to the 6'3" in single
Yeah,
QB
and
draft?
underdog
Damn, they
underdog
want no
best
part
ball
of that
underdog best ball.
motherfucker. God
That's
damn.
crazy.
They must really believe in Bucky Irving.
That's the
but-
greater
Yep.
public too when you look at underdog too, because you got
Yeah.
tens of thousands of hundreds
Hold
of
on, I can
thousands
pull
of
Bucky
motherfuckers
Irvin
play that shit.
Yeah.
ADP up right now.
Wow, the public hates Rashad White. I kind of like him now.
Yeah, I feel that.
No, for real though.
On 80 best ball underdog drafts right now, Bucky going at the 1503.
They just hate the Bucks backfield. They think it's all bad. Yeah, I mean, it's been one of the worst backfields in the NFL. But I mean, bottom line is it was ugly. But he was an RB1 last year, Rashad White. So
Yeah, he was. If I'm not mistaken, him and James Cook were like back to back. It might have
they
been
were like
Rashad
10,
White and
11,
James
I
Cook.
think. Yeah, and
Yeah.
Pacheco was like right in there too because he had missed a couple games.
Yeah, I have Pacheco above both of those guys.
Oh yeah,
And then-
100%.
and
I think
then-
everyone does.
And
but
then I
yeah.
think
That's my son.
I feel
swear I'm his dad.
Rahamador resurgence. I feel
Yeah, I got him in my
Rahamador
mock last
resurgence.
night. It could happen.
Yeah.
He's like good value in like the 6th round.
Yeah. Yeah, you talk about falling. He's almost free when it comes to production.
Rahamador.
Oh yeah, Rahamador. Oh yeah. Yeah, we love him. He's about to catch a bunch of balls for real though.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of running backs, let's let's get this Carolina over with real quick. I ain't got patience to do with Carolina. They suck. Oh yeah, we ain't got much to say here.
Hey, we might reverse jinx them in the glory this year. Let's do it.
Good for them.
All right. Do you trust Carolina RBs? If so, who you drafting?
If anyone, it's going to be Chuba Hubbard for me. If at all.
Yeah, I drafted Jonathan Brooks in the league on Saturday.
Okay.
What round?
Let me pull it up.
Okay, nice. My bad. I was like, I need to know.
I think I got the Brooks. I got Brooks in the 5th or 6th. I think the 6th round. I got him.
Yeah, that's too rich for my blood, bro.
Like,
Brooks, I don't think is really going to make an impact till the second half.
I was about to say, if you're drafting him in that range, that means you have the mindset that he's going to play early. You know what I mean? Like, but he goes really high in a lot of the.
I was really desperate for running back too. That's why I had to get him
in the 5th. Oh, but we're talking redraft though.
Redraft. My bad.
Yeah. So I think in redraft, I'll target Chuba as a depth guy. I got him in the homies league, I think in the 11th. So I like Chuba. Yeah, Chuba is one of those gangster redraft moves because he's a starting running back that you can get hella dirt cheap.
Yeah, I got Jonathan Brooks at the 8-9 on Saturday.
Let's go. I'm not
That's not bad. That's not bad. If I can get Brooks in like, I'd probably say the 9th or 10th. So, but I mean, that's basically the 9th. I mean, it's the end of the 8th. So it's like, I don't hate it. The thing with Brooks, man, it's like, well, it depends. If you have multiple IR slots, then or just even one IR slot, like, because you can put him in your IR slot because he's going to miss the first month for sure. And then just keep him stashed. But if you don't have any IR spots and you have a thin roster and a single QB, it can be kind of rough. But it just, just know your format. If you've got a lot of IR spots, he might be worth like a 7th, 8th round pick. If you don't have many IR spots, I probably wouldn't touch him till the 9th, probably more like the 10th, because I don't think he really gets his feet under him till like week 8 or 9. But I think once he does get his feet under him, he's going to be the clear-cut workhorse. And at that point, it's like Chuba, it's bye-bye.
It is a regime, the exact regime that had the prior spoken of Rashad White.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think Chuba's gonna be a first half darling, and then once Brooksy gets going, they're gonna phase him out.
And I think it'll all boil down to the defense for me when I'm viewing the run game. Period. When it comes to Carolina, because if their defense is not good, they're going to be abandoning the run a lot, and then we're going to need them to like. That's why I do like the idea of Chuba, because he should catch a bunch of balls. Like, and Canellis, he threw on first down to the running backs. They weren't like super crazy, but that was part of the repertoire. So, you know what I mean? Like, if they're playing from behind in a lot of games, which I assume, you know what I mean? I'm kind of worried about the run game just all in general, unless you're looking at someone late like a Chuba, which I'm with that.
Fact. So speaking of their receivers, let's close out with that. What Carolina wide receivers are we targeting, if any at all?
Deontay Johnson for me.
I'm right there with ear to the streets for sure. That's one of my guys right there. He commands over a 23% target share and a target rate for sure. They are raving about him in camp and what he should. Youngsters, you still got DT there. I don't want DT, but just the thought having I
forgot. Yeah, no, I just laughed.
Already my mama. I say no to drugs, kids. 100%.
We don't want that DT.
I know, JD. You've been trying to get him from me
Just say no to drugs, kids.
Everything. No, but also they ranting about Jonathan Mingo right now.
Mingo, yeah.
For real?
Yeah, they are.
And Jonathan Mingo been looking good in camp. It might be a week, but he might be making an impact. But mainly for sure is Deontay Johnson.
Well, also you got Leggett there too, don't you?
Second round.
Rookie Leggett, yeah. He could be something.
If it becomes a thing, we'll start calling him legit.
Xavier legit. Have y'all heard that dude talk? He's got a crazy ass accent.
Where's he from?
No, I haven't heard him
South?
speak.
He's
Oh,
from somewhere down south. He'd be like, we practice. He's like super, like it's hard to understand what the hell he's saying. He sounds like freaking like goddamn the boy from the Water Boy, the old Cajun that's like
Down the water, boy.
yes, that's what he means. I'm like, geez,
Hey, he
man,
might be
dude's,
from Louisiana.
dude's a whole
somewhere down
meme.
there.
I don't it wasn't a Louisiana.
South Carolina.
You're from Louisiana yourself, so
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was,
I'll take.
I know that's where he went to school. That's where he was. Oh yeah, Mullen, South Carolina. Yep, that's some backwoods boomhauer ass shit, man. Oh my god.
Boomhauer. Hey, Boomhauer is a mumbling motherfucker, dog.
That daggone man gonna say so always with that game. Oh, come on, man. Facts.
Woo.
Yep. Yeah, everything ends in a woo. Yeah, rambling and ends, and he comes to some sort of weird conclusion that makes zero sense.
Hey, I fuck with Boomhauer.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Titans for life, bro.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because I used to be like, bro, you're like the real life Boomhauer. He's like, man, fuck that.
He probably hears that so much.
He always had a chew, or what do they call that? A dip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hack a lip. Hack a lip.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, yeah, you sound like Boomhauer.
Yep, that's wild. But yeah, I'd say I don't know, man. Thielen, bro. People, I honestly, if I had to pick one, I might pick Thielen because he's on that. Had the report, Bryce Young, 1,000-yard receiver. I think he had 100 catches last year.
Oh my!
I know
God.
Deontay's supposed to be a guy, but
100 catches, bro.
didn't he have 100? I'm pretty sure.
you're right.
Yeah, 103. 103.
I didn't know that. That's
people just like completely taking him off their boards, but it's like, bro, he's got the chemistry with Bryce.
Get it out at the end of the season last year.
Yeah, when they fired Frank Reich, it definitely changed the scheme a little bit. And
he got it out at the end of the year on my mind.
Because he was
a hell of a season though, that's for sure. And it was highly efficient. You know, it was he only 103 receptions to 130 targets, right?
Wow. What was his ADOT, bro? Do you have that?
I can pull it up.
Yeah, it was very short.
Less than 6 yards, I'm sure.
Yeah, very
like
short.
4 yards.
Here we go, right here.
So we don't talk about tight ends too much around here, but I think JT Sanders is the guy that you probably would want to like put into your radar at least.
No Ian Thomas?
Or
Tommy Trimble.
Yeah.
Tommy Trimble.
Yeah.
Tommy
They're
Trimble.
both hurt.
It was 7.5.
7.5. Oh, that's bread.
So JT Sanders to me is a
wow.
It's going under the radar because of Benson not getting chosen over him in the draft, but I think the landing spot for JT Sanders is kind of like money because Tommy Trimble, I think he has the skill set to be successful and he has the experience over JT Sanders, but he gets hurt. So if JT Sanders is healthy and then we have no option, I like the idea of getting the tight end in space to allow our man over there and to like throw the ball to the guy that's like kind of like the easy throw. Like we need a security blanket, and you can't dump it off to the running back all the time. And if you've got Adam Thielen, who's kind of like running on fumes, I think. Like you saw it last season. He don't got
103.
Yeah, 103 though.
7 point. What was that? 7.
He was overworked. Let's be honest.
But yeah, I will admit this. I will admit this.
He kind of fell off.
Yeah, it was 7.5.
He fell off a cliff. Like he wasn't valuable.
You know what? That's like a
any
tight end.
fantasy
He
teams
like
at the end of
almost
the
leaned
year.
on him like a tight end.
They're
In
gonna
the beginning
have
of the season and in the middle of the season, he was valuable, but at the end of the season, he was running on fumes and he didn't have.
Yeah, that's why they got Deontay.
Yeah. But that's Deontay Dropson, like we said, like DD. Like he's not DJ, he's DD. He's Deontay Dropson.
Yeah, I think
You
they're
can
gonna have.
You can only throw it to him so much and have him
yeah,
not
they're
be able
gonna
to
have-
corral that fucking ball, man.
They're gonna have a second half darling over there, and it could be JT Sanders, like you're saying, kid. I'm thinking Leggett could be it as far as being a guy that could be an explosive playmaker. So, but JT Sanders could be just one of those kind of sneaky streaming tight ends that by the second half could be more consistent. So Peacock and Beyonce Johnson, everyone's bagging on him. He be twerking up there. he can't catch the balls, but he can shake his ass.
Oh my lord. Oh mama.
That's wild. But yeah, it's Titans. We're talking NFC South. You know, this is the Panthers. We're closing out with the Panthers. We're about to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's about a done deal.
Yeah, this is about it. Yeah, I mean,
That's
any
all
final
the divisions,
thoughts?
folks. You got to
Yeah,
go
we
back
got through. We got through.
All
We
of the
got
shows.
through.
If you didn't check them out, go get them. I mean, we talk about all the sleepers on each and every team. We're gonna give you the advantage in your fantasy league, and utilize it while you got it because season's coming up quick.
What up, Dennis?
If you haven't drafted, is it an opportunity to get a little head start and have a as we say in the Mario world, and a one up on your opponents, bro. You can get that green mushroom.
Yep, them is facts. Go back to sleep and don't read the news, Dennis. Yeah, the McCarthy news. You won't like it, bro. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
No,
Yeah, that's tough.
Dennis just got here, so he's like,
I let him know. Yeah,
He doesn't know yet.
I don't think he knows. Yeah.
I told him.
Damn. Well, now he knows.
Lee just bears all the news on. And Lee, he's like, he rips the Band-Aid off. Like, listen, man, I'm just gonna give it to you straight.
Yeah, Lee don't play. Like, no numbing, no.
Yeah,
Release
like,
it right off, like in Seinfeld, like
Get
one
out
motion,
there.
right off.
right off.
Yep, one
I don't give a
motion,
shit
right
who
off.
says it. I'm just telling it out there.
Yep, them is facts. 7 new designs added since last night. 2
Let's
Stroud
go.
plus new Dell,
That's right, big
Collins, Brees, Bijan, and Olave. That's what's
Oh,
up.
you got
bro.
a Collins joint?
Nico.
Sick. I just traded for him.
Yeah,
Okay. Thoughts on this? I just gave up Terry McLaurin,
That's a shot.
KJ Britt, and 5 and a 6 for
Ooh.
Jordan Mason and my man Big Freako Nico.
Oh.
I'm a Nico truther. If you can acquire him, go out and do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin, he's a valuable piece, but that's what you got to do to get valuable pieces. You got to give something.
I did a really
get
bad
something.
thing though, kidda. You're in that league. I'm the reigning champ. I'm not trying to stunt. I'm just saying. It's just facts. But I did a bad thing, terrible thing, as Derek would say. Terrible.
What's
I
that?
sent Terry McLaurin to get Nico Collins in that package deal. I sent him to the Reaper himself. I sent him to Titans.
The Titans,
Yeah. You know what's
we've
funny?
seen it time and time
I
again.
messaged Titans this morning. I go, did you see Gibbs got hurt? Because he has Gibbs everywhere. I'm like, you're just doing
Appreciate
it.
you, Derek. Appreciate you, bro. But
What's up,
I got a slide, fellas. If y'all want to keep going, feel free to. Well, my fellow admins, if y'all want to close it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta
We'll,
hit
we'll get out here in like a minute or two.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I gotta get my little man up for kindergarten in about 5 minutes anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all want to just put a bow on it? Then I can just roll the joint and we can get on out of here. Unless you just want to
No,
keep.
we got it. We'll roll for a little bit.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Peace
All
out.
right, yeah, I
Mr.
got
Guru.
Peace out,
a
Spencer.
slide
Yes,
too.
sir.
Yeah,
Peace,
fuck it.
JD. Peace,
Oh, you know,
everybody.
yeah, fuck it. Let's just put a ball on it. Fuck it. You're
Okay,
right.
I'll play
I got
it.
like three- I got like 3 minutes.
NeonPeacockMerch.com, y'all. Check it out.
Yes.
Caca. Great show, everybody. We got through the divisions. Peace
For
out.
our ear to the